Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, and we already have a dev server, so let's get into it. So today we're going to talk about all the vehicles and features added during the day. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos, and we are going to start with the first 5 nations, so the US, Germany, USSR, Great Britain, and Japan. Then I'm going to make another one with China, Italy, France, and Israel, and then one specifically with Sweden because it's the most amount of vehicles. There are not that many vehicles to show today, but remember, this is all work in progress, and especially Mike said that a lot of things will be added during the dev blog, or during the dev server, okay? So the dev server will be opened until Wednesday next week, and we will have a lot of time to test everything and stuff like that. So just make sure to not die because there's not a certain vehicle in here, okay? And we already have some data mines with a certain F16, but I will not talk about that in this video. We're going to talk about what it is confirmed and what it is in the dev server. So yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, the US M1A2, nothing else added to the US for now. No tanks, no aviation, as you see here. There are some additions like, for example, you can now have custom loadouts for some aircraft. You know that I'm going to make a proper video on that. But yeah, the main star of the show for the US is the M1A2 SEP. Finally, we're getting the SEP. It was a very long-awaited tank. As you see here, the modifications, the Tusk modification is one modification that you can put, as you see here. And then it changes completely the tank. It looks so much better. I had to put the desert camo as well because it's such a cool one. Also, the ammos obviously uses the M1A29A2. Not the most amazing thing that this tank fired in real life, but just like any other tank as well. So pretty interesting, right? So yeah, but let's test drive it a little bit to feel it how it is. No, no, not in arcade. So basically it's the same as the normal A2 Abrams, but it has a little bit more armor, and it is basically, it has an upgrade on the thermals as well, if I'm not mistaken. As you see here, it's a more advanced era. The sound is so good in this game. As you see here, we have for the gunner, for the commander as well. So pretty cool, right? It looks so good, man, with the desert camo. It's the only camo possible to look good in this tank, man. It's the, I mean, you know what I mean. So pretty cool, right? Reload rate is the same. Basically everything else is the same. It is a heavy tank, but it is quite fast. Obviously, with the Tusk equipment, it becomes a little bit more heavy, but it doesn't matter too much. As you see, it can carry the Bravo right on the side there. As you see, you can fire them on the side for the loader. And then we have 250 cals, which is kind of funny, right? We have the coaxial 7.62, and then we have an M2 right there, up there. So a lot of machine guns on this thing. And the gun obviously being one of the best. Obviously it has the smoke grenades, and yeah. Let's just take a look on the armor of it. So yeah, let's see if he actually has, I don't know if he actually has any difference in the armor. In the turret it's supposed to be a little bit stronger, right, I think. Let's put the USSR and T90, BM60, 1 kilometer. Yeah, as you see, it can take a punch, but I think the normal Abrams as well can do that. So yeah, it's pretty alright. But yeah, it can take a punch, man, on the turret. Obviously, in all the other places it's the same, but pretty interesting, right? Very beautiful tank. But for the US is basically this. That's it. For Germany, we have basically 3 things. We have this little boat. It is an American boat, the Hugin, I think it's called, from West Germany, as you see. So just a tiny boat that it is in the coastal fleet right here, 3.7. Then we have the new basically model for the Yak Panther. So as you see, a pretty good model, very interesting. Doesn't change much, but it is the same tank, obviously. So yeah, but it looks beautiful in game. And then we have the Puma, or I don't know. I have to ask Mike to just say this, but yeah, a tiny. I mean, it's the normal half track, the normal German half track, but it has this little gun on top of it. So just another modification for it. Uses some heat rounds, as you see, pretty good heat rounds actually for this BR. And some, yeah, it's fairly good gun actually, but obviously it is very easy to kill, and it is a very, very low BR, so yeah, that's always a thing, right? For the USSR, basically nothing was added beyond the new model for the IS-2 and for the IS-1. So yeah, basically that's it for the Soviet Union. So no new aircraft, no nothing for now. Some missiles were found in the files that were probably for a new AA system, the Strela, probably between these, but still it doesn't change much, you know. So nothing else, basically nothing else. Couldn't find anything else. For the UK, nothing else beyond these two little tanks. Obviously, this one is one of the main ones, but let's talk about the Bosvark first. So it is basically a truck, as you see. I mean, look at this. This is probably to make some barbecue or something. And then you have a ZU-23 gun, which is a, I mean, look at the size of this thing, man. Let's test drive this thing. But it has the ZU-23 gun, which is the gun on the it's a normal Russian gun, obviously 23 millimeter. Similar gun to what we have in the Shilka, for example, but there we have only we have 4. So it is a pretty good gun, as you see. Very easy to aim. Let's try to hit some targets. Obviously, it's a very big tank, so it's hard to maneuver around sometimes. Yeah, amazing gun, right? So it's a fun little like truck, a huge truck. Look at it, how many people are here. It's a freaking family. And it is 6x6, as you see the transmission there, going directly to an all-wheel drive, so 3 differentials, so yeah, pretty interesting. But it still will kind of lose grip on the mud. It is a V10, man. That's a big engine. That's nice. A V10, nice, pretty good. Then we have the Churchill Crocodile, which is very interesting. As you see, it has the tank right here, as you see here, and it is equipped with a flamethrower. It is the first tank in the game that has a flamethrower, so pretty interesting. Nothing else to say too much, you know, just normal ammunition as you see here. But let's test the flamethrower. And yeah. So yeah, we are here, and as you see, it has a physics, so and a pretty good one, to be honest. Works pretty well, the little cart there. Obviously you have the gun, and then you have a flamethrower. Look at this, man. This is nice. I mean, it's completely kind of useless, but it's still pretty fun to use it. And it looks beautiful, though. Now I want my T-55 with a flamethrower, because there was a thing like that in real life as well. I mean, look at this, just the weird ass fuck. Jeez, it's weird, but it's so fun, man. And it has quite of a long range, as you see. You can hit stuff from far away. Just like in Vietnam, you see some of these images, you know. So weird, right, man? But so cool at the same time, and so war criminal. It's a war crime, but still. Come on, it will. I know. I think it ended, but yeah, basically this is it. It is a normal tank, a Churchill, but with a flamethrower. Nothing else to say about that. Let's see if the cart actually goes down there. It's pretty alright. And if I forget something, let me know. Then I will do a video on it. It's just that there's not a lot of stuff, but you always forget something, right? For Japan, a Type 10 prototype will be added, but it is not here right now. Okay, so we're not going to show that because it's not here. But obviously, I think we have two things. The first one is the T2 early, so it is finally an aircraft that is Tier 6 premium. I think it's kind of a weird one because it's basically the same as the normal one, to be honest. Let me see the engine, if it has the same engine, TF40 801A. Yeah, the same engine. It's the same aircraft, man. It is really the same aircraft. The only difference is that it has a cooler skin than the other than the other aircraft. This is the main skin, as you see here. The radar, I think, is still the same, but yeah, let's see if it has. Oh, it doesn't have CCIP and CCRP. Maybe that's the difference. Let's check it out. No, this one doesn't have it yet. So, yeah, I don't know. It's basically the same aircraft. I mean, as you see here, it has the same kind of loadouts, you know. So, yeah, not much to say about this aircraft, to be honest. It is just a premium. I mean, there were a couple of other aircraft, like maybe we could have a T2 late, you know, with AIM-9Ls and flares being like in 10.3. But that would be like the F1, so but without, yeah, I don't know. 10.7 would be probably right. I don't know. But still, it is just basically the same as the T2, the normal one, but it has a cooler skin because it is more beautiful than our other skin. And obviously we have the Fuso, the hotel or whatever it's called in the internet. Oh my god, look at the size on this ship, man. It's a big ship. It's a winter interwar ship, if I'm not mistaken, or World War One still. But it is a very, very weird looking ship, man. Look at the size of this building. Why is it so high up in the sky? I mean, what? But yeah, very interesting ship. I don't play ships too much, so I'm not going to talk too much about it because I might say something wrong. So I'm not gonna to talk too much about it. Here are the stats of the ammo. Pretty amazing penetration, 356 millimeters, and it has 6 turrets with 2 guns each, so 12 guns. It's yeah. For the little time that I played naval, this is yeah one of the best ships in the game probably. So yeah, and the secondaries as well. Look how many secondaries, 15, 150 millimeters. So yeah, pretty interesting, right? But yeah, guys, basically this is it for these nations. I'm going to do more videos on the other nations, obviously. So next one will be the Chinese, Italian, French, and Israeli, and after that we will do one on Sweden and more videos upcoming after that, you know. So make sure to subscribe, be a member if you want to help the channel, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.